Yo, what's going on, guys? Come here. Today I got some shocking Reddit stories. Three stories for you, okay? First one is my girlfriend want to sleep with her twin sister. Second story, today I fucked up by drinking an entire bottle of Louisiana hot sauce at a job interview and feel I tend to be impressed. Third, am I the asshole for kicking my cousin and her fiance out of my home after he insulted my breast? So, three shocking stories. You can skip around in the video to see which one you like the most. But yeah, let's get in with the first story. My girlfriend want to sleep with me with her twin sister. So this is around 2021. So I, a 23-year-old male, am in this very bizarre situation right now. I've been dating this amazing girl, 22 female, for a little over 2 years, and it has been an absolute blast. She is attractive, cheerful, kind, and supportive. We have a great relationship. She also happens to have an identical twin, and they are pretty close. They've been staying together here since they started university. They go to different university stuff. They are a bit different personality-wise, but the twin is also a very kind girl, and we get along pretty well. Naturally, we all hang out together very often and pretty comfortable with both of them. I think of her twin as my own sister in a way. Anyway, the twin was dating this guy, dirty male, for almost a year. I never particularly liked him. I thought he was an arrogant prick, but I tolerate him when we all hang out together for a drink once in a while. Well, turned out I was correct. He was cheating on her with his ex and they eventually broke up. This was 6 months ago. Needless to say that the girl was devastated. She took it very hard. She became kind of depressed and her self-esteem and self-worth weren't doing that great. The fact that it was her first relationship didn't help either, I guess. She started not wanting to go out that much. We tried to do our best to drag her out, of course, to see and meet new people, and why not even hook up with someone. I even tried to share her out with one of my friends, who was single at the time and honestly a great guy overall, but no bueno. And it is not only us. Her friends also try to help her, but she just won't cooperate. She says she wants to meet nice guys, yet she always bitchy and whiny about it, never liking anyone. She keep comparing them to that prick. Simultaneously, she keep whining and saying she is not pretty enough and other crap like that, which is not even remotely true. But no matter how many times we tell her, she just won't believe it. Now I know she is feeling pretty down about the whole thing and I understand that it don't hate her, but I'd be lying if I said I don't find it annoying because it started affecting our relationship. My girlfriend always worry about her and try to help her a little too much. They proceed to fight and then take my girlfriend out on me, and we are not even at that good part yet. So yesterday, my girlfriend was staying at my place. We had sex, and afterward, we were lying down talking, usual stuff. Until she said she want to ask me for a big favor. I'm like, sure. Then proceed to tell me she like me to have sex with her sister. At first, like any sane man, I thought that either she was joking or that I fell asleep and was dreaming I was staring in one of those porn movies with twins. Oh my god. Sadly, she wasn't joking at all, and I was wide awake. She probably realized that I had a WTF look at my face and then proceeded to rationalize it. She told me that her twin sister all had a slight crush on me, and at the moment I'm probably the only guy she truly trusts. She said she thinks it has greatly improved her sister's self-esteem and mood. She told me she already talked about it with her twin sister and the twin was okay with it. She reassured me multiple times she won't get mad about it and that she won't even be present. She could stay at my place while I go to do theirs and do the deed. It will be only one time and I could just present her sister what she said. Hell, I don't even have to take the whole thing seriously. I just need to have sex with her sister and then hold her tight for a bit so that she could feel wanted and desired and crowd like that. She was practically begging me to bang her sister. Meanwhile, I was standing there listening to her without being able to utter a word. That was how surprised I was. In the end, I said I would think about it for a bit and left it at that. I couldn't fucking sleep that night. That was yesterday. Today I kinda avoiding my girlfriend. We text a bit and thank God she haven't mentioned anything about it yet. I am freaking out. Twin threesome jokes aside, I don't think this is normal. She was talking about it like it was nothing. The sex stuff is probably not such a big deal for me. I mean, they look almost exactly the same and I'm pretty comfortable with her twin. But I think if I accept it, it can potentially ruin a relationship. She said that she won't get mad, but I heavily doubt it, and I also heavily doubt it will help her sister. Unless something suspicious is going on that I'm not aware of it. Also, I am fearing that if I have sex with the twin, not only things might get really awkward between three of us, but the twin might later get jealous and start sabotaging our relationship. That is a good reasoning right here. My girlfriend was pretty serious about the whole thing though. She looked like she really wanted to do it. I am having some really dark thoughts right now. Perhaps the twin is manipulating her and is taking advantage of my girlfriend and me. Perhaps my girlfriend is weirder than usual. I feel guilty having such thoughts for two girls I hold in high regard. Oh man, I fucking have no clue what to do. I am thinking of suggesting that we get her to therapy to feel better or something. I talk about this with two of my friends, but the fucker just won't take the situation seriously. I'm getting paranoid at this point, but I just don't want this to ruin this nice thing I have with my girlfriend. That is all. Yeah, totally agree with this thing. Like, it is really, really weird because if you have sex with a twin sister later on, you like it a lot more than your current girlfriend, and you might go behind her back, do it like more often than once. You know that could really, really go downhill, really, really quick, and it sucks that your friend can't really take this seriously because it does sound like a porn movie, and I don't know why the girlfriend think it is okay to let your current boyfriend cheat. I mean, the worst situation I can think of is, right, have sex with a twin sister and you fell in love with her and your current girlfriend. So the worst scenario is you have two girlfriends at the same time. That could be a possibility because I saw a TV show that happened where one man have two girls, two twin sisters, right? Because both of them fell in love with one guy. And you never know, but I would just try to avoid it because, technically you're having sex with the same person, but just different name, right? Same year, same born at the same time, pretty much, but different name, right? So I'll try to avoid that kind of situation and try to meet the girlfriend, your current girlfriend, talk to her about it, and maybe get some help with her sister because she is taking it really, really hard, so not like took it that hard for a cheater, right? A cheater that cheat on her. And it sucks that that person cheated on her and that kind girl, and she's going through a lot. But yeah, hopefully, if you don't want any complications, don't want to make it too complicated, don't want to be awkward, avoid it at all costs. That's why I think. Leave in the comment section below what you guys think. But yeah, let's go on with the second story. Today, I fucked up by drinking an entire bottle of Louisiana hot sauce at a job interview and failed attempt to be impressed. Why does he feel like he need to be impressed to the job interviewer by drinking hot sauce? That is a weird idea. Let's read the story to find out. I have had a number of job interviews recently that went poorly and did not result in securing employment. I start to think I need to do something during an interview to really stand out, be impressive, unique, and highly memorable. I thought it could be risky, but it might work out. Okay, I don't know if that reason is good or not. I came out with the following idea. After concluding the interview, after the handshake, when leaving the room, stop, turn around and say, "There's one more thing you need to know about me." Then pour out a bottle of hot sauce, down the entire bottle, slam it into the ground and say, "I can handle the heat." Now confidently leave the room. Boom. Oh my god, that I don't know. I imagine that they will be really impressed and wowed by such a performance. Well, it didn't pan out like I thought it would. It was actually only a small bottle of hot sauce. I figured it would be no big deal to actually do. I should have tested at home first, but I didn't. I was nervous as a bitch ass doing the interview, but I was determined to follow through with the plan. So I started exactly as described above. I was leaving, I turned around, maybe not with such a swagger as I imagined in my head, and I declared, "There's one more thing you need to know about me." I pulled out the hot sauce bottle, almost dropped it, and I started opening the bottle. In my head, it was all quick, confident motion, like electric Indiana jumps, but instead I fumbled around and had a tough time getting it open. It felt like a nightmare's eternity, but probably only about 20 seconds. Enough that for one of the interviewers to ask me what I was doing. I don't know why this is so funny. I didn't answer directly. Instead, after I got the bottle open, I repeated, "There's one more thing you need to know about me." But start. He probably said it. "There's one more thing you need to know about me." He sounds so nervous. Then I guzzled down the entire bottle of hot sauce. I instantly regretted. My mouth and throat felt like lava was swirling around inside me. I immediately started to gag and loudly cough. I was crying invulnerably, tears hardcore streaming down my face. I was sweating like a terrible fool. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm laughing now. I desperately tried to scream. I can't handle the heat, but just coughing before I could get anything out. The interviewers were all standing up looking at me in horror and confusion. A few seconds before I threw up all over the floor, I knew it would happen, but I tried to hold it back. I couldn't. I threw up all over the floor. It hurt as much as on the way out as it did on the way in. If not more so, the vomit felt like flaming barbed wire threading in way through my neck. As I have mentioned, a disturbing moment of fiery mucus was also leaking out of my nose uncontrollably. After I finished throwing up, I could not bear to look at the interviewer. I hurriedly mumbled an apology and started to stumble as quickly as possible out the door. I have never been more ashamed in my life. I didn't get the job. Oh man. The story is like, I don't know, it's really, really funny, but like, I don't know why he think it's a good idea to do something like that. You know what I would have done? I would wear like a headband, right? Or something, right? Whenever he finished the interview, right? He about to walk out and he's kind of turned around and said that there's one more thing. Take off the headband. Bam! It says, "I won't let you down." And let them see it like, and tell them I am determined to take whatever you guys give me. Like, that can be a lot better. Well, it's not a lot better because it won't put you in a lot of pain, because that sounds super painful, like drinking a whole bottle of just like hot sauce in front of 3 judges. And this is not like American talent kind of interview. This is a job interview, right? And only thing you can be like try to impress them is like talk about your passion project, talk about project that is related to the job. Not drinking the hot sauce. Like, how in the world does drinking a hot sauce relate to the job that he is trying to get? That's the confusing part right here, right? But honestly, like if I was interviewing that guy and he was like drinking the whole hot sauce down, right, and vomited, and he was just trying to impress them, I would have hired that guy, because he has like 2 things that tell me about him. First, he is determined to get the job with passion, right? I would see that as a way to determine. Second thing is like he is creative. He will be unique. He want to stand out, and maybe he go like do some project. He want to be creative and want to put in extra effort, and that's how I see it. Like, it leave a very memorable kind of experience. And kind of last thing is like the guy could probably just use that story to tell other people about it, like dumb ways to not get a job, and he can talk about it to his like friends or Christmas dinner or something, Thanksgiving dinner. Tell the whole story, and I mean that person, he will be the spotlight getting the story told, right? It's so interesting and so funny at the same time, but it's short and sweet. But hopefully he will never do this again, because it is a bit dumb, because he just basically ruined his whole job interview, like I would do something a bit different, like so a passion project that truly relate to the job. Leave in a comment section below what you guys think of the story, right? It's a bit interesting. And let's move on to the next story. Alright, last story of the day. Am I the asshole for kicking my cousin and her fiance out of my home after he insulted my breast? Alright, why did he decide to insult her breast? Like that is just rude. And I want to hear that what insult did he say? Right? So, I, 29-year-old female, recently bought a condo and finally had the time to have some friends and family over yesterday. My cousin and her fiance drove up from San Diego to my place in Los Angeles and plan on sleeping over last night and driving home today. I have always been close with this particular cousin of mine, but because of the distance between us, we don't get together as much as we used to. I have never really been a fan of her fiance, but I have tolerated him up until last night. Uh-oh. My cousin was talking about how she can never find any good tops that fit her well because of how large her breasts are. I, on the other hand, barely even fit into a bra because my breasts are so small. I don't even bother wearing a bra because it's unnecessary. To a certain extent, this is something I occasionally feel self-conscious about. My cousin's fiance looked at me and said, "This is a problem you obviously don't have. I'm sure if you were topless, no one would even notice." I was completely flabbergasted. My cousin sort of laughed and told her fiance he wasn't allowed to drink anymore. I was standing there speechless and horribly embarrassed. Not to mention that the fact that my other guests heard this. One of my guy friends was there and he looked shocked but came to my defense and said, "Well, I have actually seen her topless on accident and she without a doubt has the cutest nipples I never have ever seen." I know he was trying to help, but this only made things even more awkward. It was beyond embarrassing. Oh yeah, that was a bit more embarrassing than what I hope. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. At this point, I was just furious. I told my cousin and her fiance that they were no longer allowed to spend the night and they need to leave. I explained all that I don't feel like I really needed to, that I simply not going to be disrespected in my own home. Obviously, they didn't like hearing this and said I was a horrible person. How dare I do this? It is not they don't have anywhere to go. Traffic would not have been bad driving back to San Diego anyway. They got another guest of mine reeled up, which resulted in majority of them, with the exception of the guy friend telling me that I was being hypocritical and unkind. Now I feel like crazy, gaslighted. I don't know what to do. Alright, let's see what other people think of this. No, you're not the asshole. He was out of line. Door is the way you can come back when you are ready to apologize. But leave your fiance home and explain in front of everyone that you feel like it's unnecessary to say things like this. Really put him on the spot. Yes, I agree with the comments. Like, you know, like the fiance definitely crossed the line. So I would just tell the fiance, you can leave. You're not welcome here. Like the cousin can stay, but the fiance must leave. And if like he refused to apologize, he can leave. Like put him on the spot is the best way. Like just tell everyone, all the guests in the apartment, like, hey, he made a very rude comment about my breast, right, in my place, and I feel very, very uncomfortable, and I would like you to leave this place. And then he realized that he might have done it wrong or he got too much to drink. He'd be like, "Hey, I am so sorry that I did this, and I feel like it was out of the line. I had too much to drink. I am so sorry, and I do apologize." And I think that could be a great way to solve it, instead of kicking the cousin out, which the cousin didn't really do much, right? The cousin just standing there, and the guy friend like trying to like help the situation absolutely made it worse, saying that see how the cutest nipple ever. Like it just adds like gasoline to the flame, make it even more awkward. Like I totally feel that, because when I read the story, I feel like, man, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know, like it's just not the way to like defend someone. You know what I would have done? I would have said, well, this is not the place to comment about someone's breast. Like it's not yours and it is inappropriate, and Nobody appreciate that. This is supposed to be a place to safely talk about respecting others and respecting others' self, like, body. Like, don't make it conscious. Don't like bully the person's breast out of nowhere. Like, yeah, I will not talk about like how I accidentally see the nipple. Like, I know he was trying to help, but he definitely made it even more awkward. So what I would have done is just, kick the fiance out. And if he apologized, let him sleep for the night. And I will also end the party and just go to bed, and, let's call that end of the day. And I probably will never hang out with the fiance ever again. Like, when he made that comment, it is very, very rude. But yeah, that is the end of the story. If you like this kind of format, like these kind of stories, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. My name is Calvin, and I'll see you guys next one.